share a screen. I will put some before and after photographs up, but we don't have to do that. All right, I'll do the Dragnet. Jack Webb.
I'd like to create your co-host so you can share.
Okay. First of all, I've been in for about 30 years. I am a relapse survivor. My first OA meeting was 1986, maybe 1987. And I had the thought, gee, if I can lose some weight, maybe I'll find a nice woman. Okay. Top weight, 414 pounds. When? Probably 2016. My current recovery, well, I relapsed after we went into lockdown. I had the thought, well, I could take a little comfort from food. So my abstinence was broken. I currently have 215 days. So at that time, August 26th, my weight was 375.4. I put on 40 pounds in 5 months. My current weight, 318 pounds. I weigh myself daily. Other people don't have to do it, but that keeps me, I don't have to obsess. Keeps me on track. Sponsor. Yes, I do have a sponsor. A home group. I have 2 of them. This is my Zoom home group. And I do service here. I try to get the speakers lined up, keep things going. My home community group, I've been going to for 19, close to 20 years in Pennsylvania, here outside Philadelphia, Pendel, Friday night. Sponsees. Right now, I don't have any sponsees. I figure that's my higher power. EDUs, eating disorder units. I have the doctor's diagnosis of obesity/depression. Was hospitalized twice. I believe 1987 and again in 2001. Food plan. Yep, I got one. And I got it from my nutritionist. I've had the same one most of the time for 20 years, 2001. Plan of eating. I really keep in mind, and I'll read in the Brown Book, Appendix A, the role of a plan of eating in recovery. Really helps me. A plan of eating is different than a food plan. What's helped me? These men's Zoom meetings. I couldn't find a good sponsor in community meetings. We had a few. The other thing is that plan of eating. Step work. Mostly I'm in steps 6 and 7. Getting rid of stinking thinking. Getting rid of the habits that don't work for me anymore. Now, 6 and 7 also keeps me going back to 1, 2, and 3. So it's real important to me. What I do and don't, I don't torture myself as much as I used to by worrying about my recovery, about my food plan. Am I doing enough? Let me tell you, I worried myself sick about that with this recovery. Another way of saying it is this. If I don't spy on myself as much, my thoughts, etc., I'll be better off. So stop torturing me. And today in our white book, it talked about not trying to supervise my weight loss and leaving it up to higher power, turning it over. Boy, I felt that was like God tapping me on the shoulder and helping me keep on the right path. And my weight started to go down again. It has stayed level for 2 months. Three-legged stool, spiritual. I'm a novice here. All those years before, the love of the group was my higher power. I'm in the early days, very early days of thinking of a higher power as a God, but I'm willing and teachable. I'm not sure how that'll take me. Just today, I received in the mail a recovery Bible. Wow. A good friend, almost like a sponsor to me, sent it to me. I'll take a look at it. Haven't gotten into it yet, but I found it's important to be teachable. That's why, and also humble. I try not to take myself too seriously. And also, I can take the disease too seriously. So you need to take it seriously, but I see, don't obsess about it. Physical. The physical leg of the three-legged stool. Mostly, for me, it's about muscle movement. There's a lot of work to do to recover from compulsive overeating. It is not like the beverage program. I was angry and plain pissed off with the effort and work demanded to recover from compulsive overeating. Pissed about doing dishes multiple times a day, cooking, measuring, shopping, making shopping lists, and that's just part of it. Then there are the secondary muscular reactions. Lifting the phone up, making calls, getting to meetings either live or Zoom or whatever. When you're coming out of relapse or early recovery, well, getting out of bed in the morning when you're in relapse is a victory in itself. It's hard to get started. I avoid emotionalism, sentimentalism, as forms of stinky thinking. So I do what I can. Let me see if I can bring those pictures up. Okay. Here's me in relapse. 350 pounds or so, many years ago. Let me see if I can get this other stuff out of the way. Bear with me a minute. Okay. All these things are, okay. This is early recovery. Back in 1988, I had broken a knee and was on my way to a vacation in Ireland. Here I am. This is Joe in recovery with a number of years of abstinence under my belt, having a decent life, doing pretty well. And, but, I was a relapse survivor. I sure didn't have it down pat. Okay. This is me when I came home from the Army before the disease took off. The Army got me down to a size 32 waist, 165 pounds. My own family didn't recognize me, but I couldn't keep that off. Right? Again, this is me in recovery, at work. I was a supervisor for a local bus company. That's where I spent my life, my work life. Once again, be in recovery. Having a good social life doing things like going on vacations, enjoying myself. And then there was relapse again. Boy, that's an angry son of a gun there. So, all right, I'll stop the screen sharing, and I don't need a whole 20 minutes. That's basically it. I try not to torture myself, like too obsessive about food, but at the same time, maintaining this abstinence, it's just over 6 months, is the most important thing in my life. So I am grateful to be able to do service for this group. I don't do it perfectly. I do it the best I can. To the newcomers, there's a proven, workable method by which we can arrest our disease. I hope that gives you hope, because we do have an answer. And with that, I'll pass and let everybody else share.